Bet online. Casual match.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Continue on the scene. I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Oh, with the drive impact. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Both fighters have plenty of power. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Blocks the low heavy. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them and heats it up with a combo into super. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Takes a trip. Player 1 KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. The jump in catches them. Vagabond and sends them flying. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're backed up into the corner. Dashes forward. Knockdown and checks with a medium. Dashes. Throw is denied. What a read. Quick medium pump drive rush. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Rattling closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick hits. Combo with the target combo. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Player 2 chases them down. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Whiffs the throw. Next hit will end the round. Heading into KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Jumps? Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout, looking to impress with this super. Confirms the Bushin Ninja Star Stun. The damage and attack boost off this will really tip things in their favor. Player 1 hits them with a stopping bomb. Vagabond and sends them flying. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Cuts in with the drive impact. Slides and goes for the leg. Reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. The low. Drive. Getting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Like overhead. Turns out. What now? Throws them. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? It burns the gauge to turn up the heat. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Takes their legs out. Noticeable life lead. No way they did that. Catches out the cage right there. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. No one could have called that. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Wow, reads the counterattack. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner, perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Drive reversals blocked. Connects with medium kick. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player sends the bar on up to Kosho. Can they keep on him? Looks to drop him to earth. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Knockdown and player burnout activates. Backs them into bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Confirms the Bushin Ninja Star Stun. The damage and attack boost off this will really tip things in their favor. Excellent read. Will they go all in without drive? Anticipated that throw. A lot of pressure. All the throw connects. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Ends it in style. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. A trade, but still works out. Protect your neck. Click overdrive cancel there to call them out. Nothing stops this trade. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Pokes with a kick. There's a drive impact. Turns out. Rattling the inside of their head with a throw. It's enough. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Not shy with the grab. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Heading into the endgame now, it's getting tense. Each hit is so important here. Both fighters planning some springs forward with the drive rush. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Medium kick hit. Follows up and tags on the lightning kick barrage. From low heavy, sends a bar on up to Kosho. Player 2 has the life lead. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Super clutch corners. Tries to catch him out with the arc. Crowns him from above. Experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. Spins it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 1 can't use any drive through. sneaky hidden variable. Uses that wall pressure. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Brushes off the impact. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Pushes back with the drive reversal. They really don't want to be in the corner. The impact gets blocked. Player 2 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for it down to the wire. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. It takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. This is a huge chance to make him feel it. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That drive impact is blocked. Gets the jump in. Fantastic reactions there. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Player 2 will look to apply pressure, experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with the Senza bar on up to Kosho. The super doesn't hit. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. They're going for the super art. Both fighters planning something. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart blow. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. There's a burnout. Player solid anti-air. Throws him. Player 1 can't use it. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to send the bar on up to Kosho. The super doesn't hit. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Escapes with the reversal. Player 1, this is gonna hurt. Brush that off. Punish counter on reaction. More fuel to the fire. Put them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Lands the super. The punish counter sets the table. Put the exclamation point on that with an ODR. The drive impact doesn't work. Who will set the bait at this range? And whips! They're wide open. All the throw connects. Blocks the low kick. Goes out of sight. Excellent read. What were they thinking? Arc step. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 2 has a closes it out. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Drops him hard. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Takes him all the way to hold your breath. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Throws them to negate the block. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Oh god, this is tense. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart stuff. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits them with a stop and bomb. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in, super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Uses the target combo with a sends a bar on up to Kosho. That's not gonna hit. Both fighters experiencing burnout. Player, how will they utilize this? Vagabond and just goes for it at this range. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Drive impact misses. the impact. Hopes with a medium kick. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. A quick breather connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Scrapping it out up close. Drive rush. Closes the distance.
Here we go.
Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Somehow manages to shoot their shot. Drive impact misses. Vagabond forever elevator. What now? Player, oh my god, they just choked it up. Grab them. Player 2, can they pick this time to bust this out? Giving them food for thought. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Arc step. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Throws him. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Grabs him. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting Death down to the wire. Goes for it and puts them down with the impact. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That drive impact is blocked. The super armor does its job. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Blocks the impact. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Smart play springs forward with the drive rush. Vagabond forever elevator. Amazing! Getting it all on the drive rush. Player 2 has depleted their and whiffs. They're wide open. Both sides getting ready.
Not good enough.
Doesn't touch the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Medium kick into. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 with the rhythm. Punish counter sets the table. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Throws them. What's next? Ooh, drops that off. Vintage. What now? Dangerous range here. There's a burnout. Presses for a react. Tricky hidden variable. Oh, the throw connects. Hit that with confidence. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that ASF double. Oh, sends him a personalized telegram with that lightning critical. Can they muster up the nerves to fight back and take this round? Player goes out of sight. Here comes the corner pressure. They are done! Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage! Hits them with a stopping block! This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Hits back with a well-placed drive reversal. Wants the reset enough to burn some drive gauge. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Whiffs the throw. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Sends a bar on a Picocho. Takes a trip. Player 2 turned this right around with that super. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they're in there! Keep it up! The next round, will this super arc connect? How reaches out with the lightning kicks! Misses the ground! Going in, experiencing burnout. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Sends a bar on Kikosho. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. You've gotta be mine. Sees the overhead coming. What'll happen here? There's a burnout. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Opts for the critical arc. Ninja Star Cypher! Get ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu! Player 1 can't use any drive through. The overhead cannot flatline them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who will come out on top in this final round? Gets him with a Euro step. Hits him with a stop and bop. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Oh, here we go. Betting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Target combo into what now? Here comes the corner pressure. Nothing stops this train. Low heavy. They're hurt big time. Crowns them from above. Okay, there's a burnout. Breaks through with the throw. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Blocks it. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Okay, they trade hits. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Neither of them willing to back off. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Knockdown, sends a bar on up to KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Manages to block the jump that hits them with a stop and bop. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Medium kick hits. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Both fighters planning something? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Burnout activates. Gotta be careful. Sees the overhead coming. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Excellent read! Medium kick. Doing some quick planning? Ooh, what a smart throw! Amazing! Turns out medium kick! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
The pleasure.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Puts one in the pocket. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Goes for the surprise rush in. Drive gauge finally recovers. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Jumps in. Very solid corner switch. Avoids getting cornered. Big, low, reaching heavy. Looking for a chance. Gets the flare. Springs forward with the drive rush. A quick breather. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Blocks it. Smart play with the throw. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Hits them with a stopping pop. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 2 connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Pumps the brakes on the impact. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford any punish counter. Sets the table. Drive impact misses. Closes it out. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. That throw hits for a punish counter. They can't take out of it. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, talk about overextending. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Was looking for that Getso. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 will look to a... There's a wall slide. They can't do anything now. Both fighters planning something? Just goes for it at this range. It's the level 1. Breaking with some serious style. Player 1 is barely hanging in. Change of plan. The drive impact doesn't work. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Oh man, closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to hit them with a stopping block. Transverse. The hit throw connects. With super arts into play, there's a drive impact. Oh, putting the cherry on top.
Come on. It's time to
Spends
train.
it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Make smart use of the game. Good super. Player 2 connects with the throw. Cross that off. Punish counter on reaction. Transverse hit. Sends them tumbling. Player reversal. The swagger step sends them flying. Drive impact misses. Impact squat. All the throw connects. High tech raw super art incoming. Excellent read. Player 2 is gonna read the jump in perfectly. noticeable life wall, but it is over! Player 2 delivers the upset! That's one for the replay.
Round
It's
one.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jump! Oh, perfect parry. How will they follow up? Hits them with this free throw. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. Hold your breath. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
The throw misses. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Connects with medium kick. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Overhead, but it won't work. A quick breather. A jump. Overhead. Hopes with the medium. Turns out. What are they Totsugeki to the face? This can lead to some big damage. Okay, here we go. Burns the what a finish.
Of course I'd win!
Fight. Round. Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. Who's going to steal this win? Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Blocks it. Barely blocks. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Their drive gauges are oh my god, they just chunked it up! What's next? Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. No! They're in the corner! No! Stunned off the wall! Player 1 side switch! What now? Player 2 has the super gate forward throw, laying the pressure on Finn. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? The brain on this fighter to fix for the counter in that situation.
This is our destiny.
Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Let's go.
Are you kidding me? Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Round
It's
1.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Luminous dive kick to throw him off. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Knockdown. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Player 2 chases them down. Big counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. All right, with this super art connect, traps them with a break kick. Where is their opening? Okay, creating some space here. That drive impact is blocked. Going on the offensive? They're going for the super art in there! Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Medium kick hits. Hits them with a stopping bot. snares them. Oh, they needed to block that from behind. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What springs forward with the drive rush? Closes the distance. Jumps? A parry? Both fighters planning something? Superb reactions on display. Super clutch corners here. Experiencing ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Time for a drink. Charges forward. Medium kick. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Player 1, drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Getting it all on the drive rush. What now? Crowns them from above. They whip. They're wide open. Player, nothing stops this train. Getting up close and personal. Knocked them out of the air. Both sides getting ready. Player 1, big slamma jamma. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Overhead. Shows the medium kick. Jumps. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, easy tech. Player 2 chases them down. Fantastic reaction. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. Wrong Quan takes him off. Did this super art connect? It's the level 1. Breaking with some serious style. How will this hit them with a stop and bop? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player 1 has the meter lead. So they break both charges forward. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. What'll happen here? Shows a medium kick. They can't be shy about stop. Just goes for it at this range. Both players will need to keep tabs on their SA gauge. Resource management is the key to winning. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? The path to a win looks reversal. Swagger step. Excellent block. Charges forward. No, this will break them. Dangerous range here is absolutely relentless. This is a critical moment. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
This is it. Who's gonna take the low kick hit? Jumps in. This could lead to some big damage. We're just getting started. Reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. This is gonna be bad news. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Reads the jump in perfectly. This is gonna hurt. Oh, there's a burnout. Sets up with the jump in. Oh man, this is a scary range. Oh yo, Rock Super here? What were they thinking? Oh boy. Comes in hot. A reaction? It is over. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Low heavy. Throw connection does big damage. Jumps in. The throw misses. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 chases them down. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. So they break, goes for the super art? It's the level 1! Breaking with some serious style. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Player one drops them to half, closing the gap. They're low on both light and drive gauge right now. Oh God, this is tense. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. In there. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Brushes that off and keeps going. That combo did decent damage. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. What'll happen here? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Barely blocks the jump in. Going on the offensive? It's not close enough for the throw. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. This is gonna be bad news. Safely increases their throw level. Jumps. KO. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Uses the parry. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Who's going to make a move? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Trip them up. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player two can't let their drive gauge down. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before will this super art connect? The drink level's up to 4. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Burnout activates. Holds out with the block. Good job blocking. Goes for the super art. Traps him with a break-in. Player one can't springs forward with the drive rush. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do. Sneaks in the throw. Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round two. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Going on the offensive? The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. It's the level one, breaking with them serious style. What'll happen here? Now, can they finish the job? Uses the target combo as a filler. Lifts them with a wrong palm. Going in, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Noticeable life lead. There's a burnout. Amazing. Player one is chipped them for the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
A wonderful battle.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Time for a drink. Bumps up. Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Quick grip. Burnout activates. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious. The throw connects. Reads the jump in perfectly. This is gonna hurt. A jump in? Barely blocks the jump, knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Player two is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where it drops them hard. Gotta do better than that. Medium kick, drives and back misses. Noticeable life lead is a perfect execution with the anti-air. Player two, are you kidding me? Player one was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Brushes that off and keeps going. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The combo's there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. decides to buff up while they can. Who's gonna make a move? The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Time's the only thing moving here. Feeling out the spacing. Both sides looking for an opening. Box him with a target combo. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Blocks the low heavy. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? This is the perfect range to reach. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. A drive impact. Hits him with a stopping block. That's a counter. The drive impact is denied. Jumps up. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 in Dyer's good decision with that throw. Will this super art do anything? Breaking on them and lay down some damage without giving up ground. This could lead to some big damage. Punish counter on reaction. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Jumps up. Hits them with a stopping block. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Oh, what's this? There's a drive impact. Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last raw super art incoming.
Come on. It's time to trade.
This could really tip the scale. Super! That's a forward rush. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 is looking a rare chance here. They gotta do something. Plant crowns him from above. Throws him. Okay, here we go. Switch sides. It is over. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Grabs and throws him away. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Reads their mind and texts the throw. Life lead is open. Oh! Were they baiting them into that? KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They both brushes that off and keeps going. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Will that super be the turning point? Player 2 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They got to make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Barely. Burnout activates. Player experiencing burnout. Jumps, drops them from the air. Blocks. This is gonna hurt. A real test of nerves here. They're in range. We gonna see it. Oh, yo! Raw super here. Goes for it. Swap. Bundles level. Raw super hard incoming. One chisels them down.
Of course I'd win!
Final round. Fight!
That dash to start. They're not taking any chances. Glides up. Jumps in. Gets him with a Euro step. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Sets up with the jump in. That's gonna leave him rattled. They're betting it all on the drive rush. This can lead to some big damage. Nothing stops this train. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Turns out. Oh, here we go. Anti-air in the clutch. Wrecks them. Pops off the tank and scores the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Sticks the combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Oh, burnout on both sides? Are they both going to dial it back for a bit? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. The jump-in is denied. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now, but they're in the corner. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Knockdown and player 2 holds it, brushes that off and keeps going. Rounderse. The hit throw connects. A super art? The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Crowns him from above. This can lead to some big damage. Drops him hard. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Oh, the throw connects. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? There's a drive impact. Only a little bit of drive and life left.
Our destiny.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Gets got.
What a finish! Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks with a medium kick. Was looking for that jump attack. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The combo's there. What are they thinking here? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Solid blocking. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 in trouble with no drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, what's this? Punish counter. This could lead to something big. A drive impact. F1A. Sensing all over that life gauge. Can they keep on him? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Jumps. Jumps in. Goes in with the arabesk. A quick breather. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance it sneaks in the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent... Low heavy! Hits them with a stop and pop. Reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. But impact, squash. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive range. Gets them with a Euro step. Oh, the throw connects. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that, throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Gets the side switch. Not going anywhere. Meets them air to air. Dangerous, betting it all on the drive rush. Player 2, ooh, what a smart throw. Are they going to be able to come back? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Connects with the throw. Ugh, take a seat. Somehow, are you kidding me? Player 2, straight up outplays them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Cross that on into play. That combo did decent damage. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Sticks the combo. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Impact's a no-go. Did well to get the buff in there. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Charges forward. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Holds out with the block. Brushes off the impact. The metal level is getting there. Pressure's really mounting up. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Jumps in. That's not gonna hit. This is a turning. A super art? Goes for Mano's level 2 super for some sweet damage. Now, can they finish the job? Solid anti-air. Drive rush to keep it going. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Turns out. Breaks through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Traps him with a break-in. And it is on. Target combo into... Holy... Nothing stops this train. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Player 2 can't let this sim. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What now? Their head burns out. Raw for once. Taking chunks out of each other here. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! It's getting it all on the drive run. Escapes the corner. Oh, now that is a punish. Chisels him down. Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Forcefully closes the gap. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Still slugging it out here. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Knockdown. Strings it all together. Takes the goes for the super art. The super art finds its mark. Taking stock. They just went for it, springs forward with the drive rush. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Breaks those shins. The throw misses. The jump-in is denied. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Get scooped from down low. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. That's a counter. There's a change of sides. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Solid anti-air. All the throw connects. What now? Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Player 1 wall splat into the guard break. Knocked them out of the air. The super doesn't hit. Excellent read. Oh my god, what's that one step ahead of that? There's a drive impact. Renverse hit. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Drive impact misses. In with the classic. Wrong for one. Player 2 blocks the low kick. There's a burnout. Drops them. Good judgment there. The low. Both sides getting ready. Dangerous range. All the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where they were waiting for it. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. All with a note burns out. What are they gonna do? Fight back the low kick hit. Player 2, they think this time to fight this out.
This is our destiny.
Still alive? Still alive?
Gets got.
Ooh, we're not done here. Opens them right up. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Nothing stops this train. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Grabs them. Good work staying in throw range there. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Gets a crucial back throw in. Slugging it out for control of the corner. Player 2 is, with this super art connect, starting something with the super. Takes a trip. That drive impact is blocked. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Nice drive impact. Sends them connecting to Heaven's Wi-Fi. Good sense to let it rip. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Going in. Jumps up. Very solid corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Player, oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Their Wilson wraps it up with a decisive combo. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps up. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. With reversal. Nothing stops this train. Getting up on a vest. The super connects. Player 1, there's a burnout. Both sides getting ready. They tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Are you kidding me? Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Round
It's
1.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Crowns him from above. Escapes with the reversal. sees it coming and blocks it out. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. The neutral game is much harder to control without a full drive gauge, so they'll be looking to fill it back up. Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on show here today. Sticks the jump in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for the super art. This is a KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Side switch in the corner. Flushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous dart sliding in. Counting on the super to do burnout activates. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Low heavies. That's gonna leave them rattled. Both fighters planning something? Crowns them from above. Climbs up. Low heavy, but no go. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. On a back. What were they thinking? They doesn't touch the throw. Player 2 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jump. And they convert this punish counter opportunity into something. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is just about out of drive after all. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Well-timed corner switch. Throws them to negate the block. Does a good job of pushing back. Pressuring the situation with the charger. The super art, it's the level 1! Breaking with some serious style. Player 2 turned this right around with that super. Genius read. Jumps up, KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Brushes that off and keeps going. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Jumps in. Goes for the jump in. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Their space just goes for it at this range. That's a counter. Smart connects with the throw. Player burns the gauge to turn up the heat. This is gonna hurt. Swan Lake is on KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Oh, says no to the impact. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Long low attack hits. Gets the jump in. Reads them. Life lead opens up. Oh, easy tag. Jumps. Very solid corner switch. So little life left. Safely increases their throw level. Oh God, this is in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The attack is parried. Throws them. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 creates a good corner. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Wrapping it out up close. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Meter management is going to be a huge factor. Doesn't miss a beat. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. They return to center stage. Barely blocks the jump in. Big throws. What'll happen here? Hits them with a stop and bop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? The super art, that's how you close it out. What a beast! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Special online. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
The pleasure is mine.
Bring the heat!
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
One little place.
Solid combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. The jump in catches them, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round 2. Fight.
Connects with medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Throws them to negate the block. Jumps? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Cross-up attack, connects with the throw. A quick breather, brushes that off and keeps going. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Both sides getting ready. Critical art now? Hey, this is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone.
You're something else!
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a fireball. This is it. Move the low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player, all the throw connects. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Cross up. Nothing stops this train. Super to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Yo, let me get my dictionary for this one. Remember that. Player 1 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Drops them. Grabs them. Oh, he's betting it all on the drive rush. Player 2, the big slamma jamma. Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sees the overhead coming. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Holds out with the block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Hits with the overhead. Wrong Quan takes them off their feet, springs forward with the drive rush. One drive rush to keep it going. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They both back off to refocus. Who will make the first move? They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first? It's too much! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Rips the slasher out. Who's going to start things off? Shows a medium kick. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Scrapping it out, up, hits them with a stopping blow. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They return to center drive rush to keep it going. Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Blocks it. Are we experiencing flatline zone? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Fireball from very long range. What's next for them? Stays cool and counters. Is that going to condition them to be more conservative? The drive parry was successful. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Long, low attack hits. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. A little too greedy there. Heading into the end game now. It's getting to... burnout activates. No escaping that. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jumping. Experiencing burnout. Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This is gonna hurt. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. What now? Super Art to show up what closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Long, low attack hits. Picks up some damage with a long, reaching attack. Lots of aggression from both sides. No good up high. Checks with the projectile. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Denies the attack and... not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The throw connects for counter hit damage. What are they thinking here? Throws them to negate the block. Blocks the low heavy. Strong Quan takes them off their feet. Burnout activates. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Player 1 chases them down. Goes for the jump in. Oh god, this is tense. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Who's going to start things off? Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Springs forward with the drive rush. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2, burnout activates. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Can they claw their way back? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical rush to deal the cash money damage they need. Player 1, punish counter on reaction. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 2 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win!
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The rapid fire fist sends them up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. What a clutch side twitch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? Decides to meet them in the air. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? That's a counter. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Fake out. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Goes for it all, springs forward with the drive rush. The low. A parry? They just won't stop. Big time whip. Quick knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. On for one. What a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
The low kick hits. Checks with a medium kick. Low heavy. Crowns him from above. This may turn into a big chance. There's the burnout. Player 2 isn't burnt to low. Ooh, you never know what's in with the crosser. Strong super hard incoming. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 faced a giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Doesn't pass up the chance for an SA charge with speedy maracas. Very solid corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Low kicks are a no-go. What are they thinking here? Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere. Taking stock. Not much drive to work with at the moment. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Burnout activates. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen next? Hits him with a stopping bomb. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Player 2 has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Still slugging it out at this range. Were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Wrong Quan takes them off their... burnout activates. Player 1 has dropped some hard. Just goes for it at this range. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Breaks through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chance. Kosugeki to the face. Backs them into the grip. This can lead to some big damage. Clutch anti-air. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Expect to see some fancy stuff as we're near throws them. Nothing stops this train. Machine gun uppercut. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Ooh, what a smart throw. And getting it all on the drive rush. Player 2, cross-up attack. Noticeable life with there's a burnout. Turns out. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with the head ass up dummy. I don't know if this is enough to kill. No one could have called that. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Trips him up. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Weird that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Draining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. All right, what's coming up next? Heading down to the wire. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Will this super art connect? That's not gonna hit KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Creates an opening with a low heavy. Gets the counter hit throw. Bops him with a target card. They're going for the super art. Medium kick rushes that off and keeps going. Blocks the impact. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Escapes with the reversal. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. No escaping that. This is the final round. They gotta lay it all on the table right here.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Barely blocks the jump in. Low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 2 pumps the brakes on the impact. Crowns him from above. Experiencing burnout. Folks, will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? That's gonna leave them rattled. And they burn out in overhead, but it won't work. No resources to work. That jumping was expected. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Breaks those shins. Perfect parry. How will they follow up? Throws them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. Is it time to go on the offensive, or will they try to turtle up? Pulls off the parry in the corner. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Neither of them willing to back off. Goes for the super art? KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
The opening on that impact. Charges forward. Box him with a target call. Experiencing burnout. Brings out his early super to pile on the pressure. How will this impact things? Overdrive check. Both fighters are goes in with the arabesque. Rolling Sova. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Not much life difference. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Player knocked them out of the air. Not much life left. There's a burnout. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Okay, here we go. Player drives it back, misses. Reversal. Drive rush. Both fighters are hurting. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Whips with that huge attack. The jumping is denied. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? That was a solid anti-air. Trips him up. Mano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Knockdown. Sticks the jump in. Sticks the combo. Player 1 chases them down. Takes a trip. This is going to be bad news. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Jumps? Just goes for it at this range. Goes for Mano's level 2 super for some sweet damage. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation, experiencing burnout. Looks like, burnout activates. Jumps in. Barely throw is denied. What a read. Throws him. Going in. Wrong critical. What's going to happen? Life lead is there. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. Low heavy. Jumps up. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Turns out. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 is looking at it. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Amazing. There's a burnout. Player 1 can't let this closes it out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
A new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. No good up high. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay, they trade hits. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checks him with the boom. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Hits them with a stop and pop. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to... They're going for the super art? Player 2 is working with experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Still slugging it out at this range. Checks him with the boom. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Doing some quick planning? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive movement. In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. The drive impact doesn't work. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Burnout activates. Excellent block. Player 1 is in burnout state and whiffs. They're wide open. Anti-air in the clutch. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Baits out the low kick. Throws them. What are they gonna do? Overhead, but it won't work. Escapes the corner. Somersault kick to take them head on. Do they have what it takes to steal them? There's a burnout. Player 1, they think it's time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. It is over. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Boom! Blocks the low kick. Jumps up. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Can they outlast it? Grabs them. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Big, low, reaching heavy. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 snipes them out the air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes to the overdrive. Sonic boom. The jump-in is denied. They were expecting that drive impact. Going in. Anti-air drops. They just said, get that jump-in out of here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Anything off the smash? Jacks them with the boom. Both fighters brush that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. This could lead to some big damage. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start. Excellent block. Noticeable. Burnout activates. The low's blocked. The overhead denied. Throws them. Oh, here we go. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Connects with the throw. What now? Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? All the throw connects. That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy. Clutch anti-air. Super Art unblocks the low kick. Both sides getting ready. The jump in this could lead to some big damage. Dangerous range here. Holy! Nothing stops this train. Both are ready to pull the crowns them from above. Throws them. Amazing. Player 1 sees the overhead coming. Both turns out. Ooh, you never know what can. That's gonna leave him rattled. Okay, here we go. Overhead, but it won't work. Player 2 reads the jump in perfectly. Imposes their will spectacularly for the win. Player 2 really has to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Oh! Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. From up above, throws them to start the corner pressure. Player just goes for it at this range. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Backs away. Not about that BFF lifeline. Drive reverse, experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Still slugging it out at this range. They're going for the super art? How can they steal this win? KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Parry, reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. 100 hands. Gotta do better than that. Hooligan grab. What a read. What now? Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 with the wrist drops them from the air. Connects with the throw. Scuffle. There's a burnout. Turning it right up with the super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. A real test of nerves. No way they did that. Player 1 can't use it. Turns out.
Where are you going?
Both fighters dumps them. Player 1 has got to be doing good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Going in. Fools them. Keeping them away. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Decides to puff up while they can. Combo with the target combo. Gets the knockdown, and now Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Decides to create some distance to start. Big man's coming for you. Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Good old slaps. Both fighters planning something? Both hits him with a stop and bop. Grabs and throws him away. Going in? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. From low heavy to experiencing burnout. Player 2 is barely side switch. A quick breather. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the... Ooh, what a smart throw! Amazing! Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Yo! Critical art now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. That drive impact doesn't get through. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Throws him down. All right. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Solid throw tech. Down to the wire. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. And hold your breath. Anything off takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Doing some quick panic, charges forward. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Going on the offensive? In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The last round. It's now or never. Sets up with the jump in. Slaps him. Player grabs him. Pancake time. Nothing stops this train. Amazing. Burns the gauge to turn up the heat. Reversal. Heat burns out. Here comes the corner pressure. Jump. Sumo smash. What now? Oh, this little break. You need guts to pull that off. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Oh, easy tech. Big, low, reaching heavy. Okay, they trade hits. Timely side kicks there, which will let him go on the attack. Player 2 picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
There's an overdrive on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump in is denied. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 can't use any drop. Burnout activates. What'll happen here? The exchange blows. Still slugging it out at this super art? That's not gonna hit. Experiencing burnout. Jumps in. Life lead is... Oh, yo! Ross, super hit! Both sides getting ready. Will they go all in without drive? When Cruz closes it out. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Hits him with a stop and block. Combo with the target combo. Nothing but air for the impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. The jump in is denied. Checks him with the projectile. Taking stock. Does a good job of pushing back. Impacts are no-go. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Next hit will end the round. Experiencing burnout. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Trying to read each other here? Throws out a projectile. Burnout activates. Heading into the end game now. That's not gonna hit. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. What's their game plan here? This could have experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Flashes it. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Connects with medium kick. A trade, but they're not worried. Reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Connects with the throw. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Still alive? Still alive? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead. What a way to close it out. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The impact doesn't do anything. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters will want to make something happen while avoiding burnout state. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Can they outlast it? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. How will they get out of this jam? Both sides need to decide. Throws them to negate the block. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Drive gauge finally recovers. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. life lead opens up. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drop. A super art? KO! Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Brushes that off and keeps going. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1 has the meter lead. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Jumps up, hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Rising uppercut. Player excellent block. Solid anti-air. Burnout activates. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here?
Gotcha!
Combo with the target combo.
I gotcha!
Blows him. What's next? Player 2 chases him down. Just out of range for that throw. Flashes him. Knockdown. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in. There's a change of side. Gets out of the corner. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Hits them with a stop and vibe. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over the low. Player 1 looking to impress with this super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Crowns them from above. The last round. It's now or never. Drive it back, misses. Knocked him out of the air. Drive rush. Hits that with confidence. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 pumps the brakes on the impact. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh my god, they just jumped it up.
Bring in the heat!
Wants to close it out in style. Is it enough? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Arcade Rap versus Special Match. Online. Ring match. Comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Come on. Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a good read on their opponent. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Limited resources at hand right now. All right, what's coming up next? Big counter. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Burnout action. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player goes for the super art? Throws them. What's next? Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. The throw whips. He brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter challenge. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? You've gotta be charges forward. Get carried to the corner. G-right kick for a mix-up. This is a turning point. Life lead is just goes for it at this range. What were they thinking? Player 2 with the rhythm. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Turns out. Wow, reads the counterattack. Player 1 can't use throw tech. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Denies the jump in. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Decides to go in with the target combo. Good parry there, and a parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Does a good job of pushing back. Throws out a projectile. Okay, creating some space here. Anything could happen here. That drive impact is blocked. The throw misses. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Holds out with the block. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be their setup here? To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Who's going to start things off? Jumps in. Woolgates, hold your breath. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Going in. Dashes forward. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Can they create an opportunity? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life now, but also their nerves. Big, were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Hit that with confidence. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. How's this? Jumps in. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Tons of drive and health to work with. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. That drive impact is blocked. Throws them. What's next? Well-timed corner switch. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Knockdown and... were they baiting them into that? Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Back into the corner. Side switch. Okay, here we go. Jumps. This is gonna hurt. The drive impact doesn't work. The low. Amazing. Player 2 is experiencing burnout. Oh, critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Sit down and shut up. Closes it out.
Final round.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Excellent block. Drops them. Player 2 will... oh my god, they just choked it up. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. What are they gonna do? This is gonna hurt. Player 2 with the lead. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. What'll both players do without a super to lean on? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Out of range. Relatively safe. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. I assume... and whiffs! They're wide open! Oh, here we go. This is gonna hurt. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Nothing stops this train. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Burns the bar for breaking. Things are looking very bleak, but can they find something? Walls flat into the guard break. What's next? Escapes with the reversal. Wall reads the counterattack. Flatlines them. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 1 with the life lead. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Trips them up. The jump-in is denied. Knockdown. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Life lead opens up, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Early round decisions are so important. Heats it up with a combo into super. A super art? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Going in? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the in with the luminous? Hold your breath, what a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.